Have you ever felt like you were meant for something more? Like the world you've been living in is just a distraction from who you really are? If that question stirred something inside you, you're exactly where you need to be. Welcome to the chosen path, a space for those who are done sleeping, done hiding, and finally ready to awaken to their true power. In this video, you're not just going to hear words. You're going to unlock forgotten truths, uncover hidden parts of yourself, and walk away with the fire you've been missing. So breathe in, because everything is about to change. Let's begin. You've always felt different. Not better, not worse, just different. As if the world was playing a game, and you knew the rules weren't meant for you. You've watched people chase empty dreams while something inside you whispered, "There's more." But you didn't know what. Until now, the moment you started questioning, you were already waking up. The system wants obedience, not awareness. And your awareness, your questions, are the cracks in the illusion. Every doubt you've ever had was a message. Every breakdown was a portal. You weren't falling apart. You were breaking out. You never fit in because you weren't supposed to. You weren't born to be part of the crowd. You were born to lead them out. The loneliness you've felt, that wasn't rejection. That was redirection. The path of the chosen one is walked alone until the world is ready to follow. Every pain, every loss, every betrayal, it was preparing you, sharpening you. You were forged in fire so you could walk through it without fear. You weren't cursed. You were crafted. And now that you've survived it, it's time to stop surviving and start leading. This isn't about ego. This is about assignment. Being chosen doesn't make you superior. It makes you responsible. Responsible to rise when others sleep, to see what others deny, to speak when silence feels safer. And now, with the fire in your chest and the truth in your hands, you step forward. You keep searching for signs when deep down, you already know. You feel it when you're alone. You hear it in the silence between your thoughts. That gentle pull toward something bigger than you. That's not imagination. That's remembrance. The universe doesn't scream. It whispers. It sends synchronicities, patterns, dreams, echoes. It repeats the same lessons until you stop ignoring them. But most people are too busy to listen. You are hearing this now because you're meant to. Your dreams have been trying to wake you. The strange feelings, the déjà vu, the moments that make no logical sense. They're not random. They're invitations, reminders. Your soul is trying to tell you, this is the moment, this is the door. But here's the truth. Most won't open it. They'll turn back, stay safe, stay small, but not you. Because if you're still listening, it means something in you is ready. Not curious, ready. Ready to see. Ready to break through. So stop looking for signs in the sky. You are the sign. You are the message. You are the moment that shifts everything. And once you open this, there's no turning back. And that's the point. You've been running, not from danger, but from yourself. The truth is, facing your reflection is scarier than facing the world. Because deep down, you know who you really are. And if you truly looked, you'd never be able to go back to pretending. You wear masks to keep people comfortable. You shrink so others won't feel small. You speak softly so your truth doesn't shake the room. But why? Why deny your fire just to keep the world warm? Why silence your soul just to be liked by those who don't even see you. The more you avoid yourself, the louder life gets. You feel the tension in your chest, the ache in your bones, the sadness you can't name. It's not depression, it's suppression. Your soul is screaming beneath the surface, "Let me out." The truth is, you already know what to do. You just don't want to lose who you became to survive. But survival isn't living. It's time to peel back the layers, to meet the version of you that was never afraid, never broken, only buried. And when you finally stop running, when you stand still and look yourself in the eyes, something powerful happens. You remember, you reclaim, you rise, because you were never lost. You were just waiting for the courage to return to your origin. They called you broken because they couldn't understand your depth. They called you dramatic because your emotions spoke truth. But you are not broken. You are whole, just hidden beneath the weight of the world's projections. Every part of you they said was too much is exactly what makes you powerful. Your intensity, your fire, your silence. They're not flaws. They're evidence. Evidence that you feel deeply, that you sense what others miss, that your spirit is too wild to be tamed. They want you to doubt yourself because your confidence threatens their control. They want you to hate your reflection because if you loved it, you'd be unstoppable. The truth is, your power has always been obvious to everyone but you. It's time to stop letting the blind tell you how to see. Stop letting the lost guide your direction. You don't need fixing. You need remembering. Your strength was never gone, just misunderstood. So rise. Not because you've healed every wound, but because even with scars, you still burn brighter than most. And the world isn't ready for who you are becoming. But you are. And that's enough. You keep waiting for the perfect moment, for the stars to align, for the fear to disappear. But that moment, it doesn't exist. Perfection is the lie they sold you to keep you still, and you believed it until now. You've told yourself, "Not yet," 1,000 times. "I just need a little more time." But time is slipping while you wait. The door is open, but it won't stay open forever. The longer you hesitate, the harder it gets to move. Growth doesn't come with guarantees. There's no map, no safe route. Just a choice, a leap. You either stay in the comfort of the known or step into the chaos of becoming. There is no in-between. There never was. The fear you feel isn't a stop sign. It's a signal. It means you're close. You're brushing up against the edge of your old self. That resistance? It's not warning you. It's daring you to become what only you can. There will never be a moment where you feel ready. Readiness is a myth, but courage, that's real. Courage is what you build when you move anyway. And the moment you choose courage over comfort, everything changes. Your pain has a purpose. It wasn't random. It wasn't pointless. The wounds you carry, they are sacred. Because behind every scar is a strength the world hasn't seen yet. A strength that was never born in ease. The moments you almost broke. The betrayals, the abandonment, the nights you didn't think you'd survive. Those were sacred trials, not punishments. Preparations. You weren't being destroyed. You were being initiated. Your pain holds power because it holds truth. And truth, once revealed, sets others free. What hurt you can heal others. What silenced you can give others a voice. But only if you stop hiding it. Don't wait to be healed before you lead. That's not how it works. You lead from the wound. You speak from the scar. Because the world doesn't need perfect people. It needs honest ones. This is your reminder. Your story matters. Your past wasn't a detour. It was the curriculum. You didn't just go through pain. You grew through it. And now your survival is your greatest gift. Use it. You keep waiting for them to understand you, to support you, to see you. But they won't. Not yet. Because your light reflects their shadows. Your truth exposes their lies. And your growth threatens their comfort. They'll call you arrogant when you set boundaries. Cold when you stop pleasing. Selfish when you choose yourself. But that's not your problem. Their reaction is not your responsibility. Your evolution doesn't need their permission. Stop looking for validation in places built to suppress you. Stop watering dead connections, hoping they'll bloom. The path you're on is sacred, and not everyone gets a ticket. Some people are lessons, not lifelines. You are not here to be understood by the blind. You are not here to slow down so others feel fast. You are here to break cycles, to shift generations, to speak what others swallow. You are here to stand alone if needed. And yes, it gets lonely. Yes, it gets quiet. But in that silence, you'll hear your soul. In that solitude, you'll find your power. And when the world finally catches up, you'll already be miles ahead, with peace in your hands. You wanted signs from the universe, but the universe is waiting on you. You keep asking, when will it happen? But the real question is, when will you move? Because nothing works until you do. There is no divine rescue coming, no hand from the sky, no lightning bolt moment that fixes everything. Heaven moves when you move. The universe mirrors action, not intention. You've been asking for clarity, but avoiding action. Hoping for miracles, but rejecting momentum. Your growth is waiting at the edge of discomfort. Your blessing is buried in the work you keep postponing. You say you're ready, but your actions speak fear. You say you want change, but you still cling to the old. But the truth is, transformation doesn't happen in comfort. It demands a sacrifice, your old identity. The gates of heaven don't swing open for the passive. They respond to the bold, the brave, the believers. And you, if you're willing, can shift everything. But first, you must move. You must choose. You must act. You keep thinking the pain is a punishment, that the silence means abandonment. But what if it's the opposite? What if the waiting is protection? What if heaven is watching to see if you're really ready? You've prayed for change, but you still cling to your old ways. You've begged for a new life, but refuse to bury the old one. Heaven doesn't reward words. It rewards alignment. You have to live like the thing you're asking for is already yours. This isn't a game of luck. It's a test of faith. Not faith in the sky, but faith in yourself, in your calling, in your assignment. The universe wants to know, will you move without applause? Will you trust without proof? Every delay has purpose. Every closed door had protection behind it. You were kept back so you could grow up. You were denied so you'd refine. You weren't being ignored. You were being sharpened. And now, heaven is still, watching, waiting. And the question is no longer, are you chosen? It's, are you ready? Ready to move. Ready to carry what you've been shaped to hold. Ready to become the version of you that the world desperately needs. This is your final wake-up call. Not the kind that gently knocks. The kind that shakes your soul. The kind that says, "This is it. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more lies. You've reached the edge, and there's no turning back. The path you've been walking is disappearing behind you, and ahead, it's wide open. But it won't stay that way forever. What you don't choose now, you may never get again. This moment is sacred, not because it's easy, but because it's true. It strips you bare. It demands your honesty. It calls your bluff. You can no longer pretend you don't know. You've heard too much, felt too much, seen too much. The clock is no longer ticking. It's ringing, loud, piercing, final. And while the world may keep spinning, your chance, your opening, is here, right now. And the question is, will you answer it? Because once you step through this door, everything changes. You won't be the same. You won't even want to be. And that's how you'll know you've been awakened, chosen, activated, and the world will never silence you again. And now you've heard the call, not just with your ears, but with your soul. Because if you've made it this far, you're not just curious. You are ready, ready to rise, ready to break free, ready to walk the chosen path. This journey was never about becoming something new. It was about remembering who you truly are. So tell me, what spoke to you the loudest today? What truth hit your heart like lightning? Drop it in the comments. And if you've felt the shift inside you, if your fire is now lit, type "The Chosen Path" to let the world know you've awakened. We are not many, but we are powerful, and we are no longer asleep. Subscribe, share this with another soul who needs to hear it, and I'll see you on the path, the one only the awakened can walk.